Welcome back, Below Average Wild Camper here. So as we're kind of a good way into the British summer, and I've got my summer kit pretty much dialed in, I thought I'd do a kind of gear list or a pack load out. Just I'm a bit of a gear nerd. I don't do many reviews on my, in fact I don't do any reviews on my channel. But I am a gear nerd, and I know a lot of you are as well, so hey, this is at least there for people who are interested. So I'll start first of all with the first of the big three, which is the packs. So I always tend to carry this, which is my Atom Pack Roo, a fanny pack if you're in the US, or in the UK a bum bag, and in there I tend to have my phone and my electricals. And then my main pack is an Atom Pack Atom. So that's a kind of frameless pack with no hip belt. Fantastic, that, really comfortable. 35 litre custom, but it's got loads of room, really, you know. I'll probably get away with using this in the winter, I reckon. So yeah, that's the pack. I'll put the combined weight up there. Next thing we'll talk about is the shelter. So we'll get into the pack and have a look at the shelter. So on the top of my pack I always have my Thermarest sit pad. So yeah, it's really handy for sitting on or kneeling on when you're getting set up. Yeah, so that's always on the top of my pack. So on my side pocket, just here, I've got the shelter, and in this summer I've predominantly been using the MLD or Mountain Laurel Designs Trail Star in DCF. Yeah, it's been really good. It's got just massive inside, you know, so really enjoyed that. It's obviously notorious for being a bit finicky for putting up, or at least getting it taut, but I think I've pretty much got the knack of it. But yeah, so that's the MLD Trail Star. On the side of the pack as well, I've got a DCF peg bag, and in there I've got 10 MSR groundhogs. You need 10 pegs for a Trail Star, hence 10 pegs. On the outside of the pack, where you can keep your ice axe, that's what it's intended for, I think, your ice axe, but I tend to put my walking poles there. I do use walking poles sometimes, but I'm mainly carrying them for my shelter. And these are Lecky aluminium Voyagers, you know, the twist lock ones. Definitely not the lightest. The twist lock sometimes fails, but I know how to fix it, so it's not the end of the world. But I don't love them, that's for sure. Bit of a nuisance. I could definitely get some lighter ones, but very strong at least, you know, so I definitely feel like they're not going to fail once the tent's up or the shelter's up. So they're my Lecky walking poles. And then finally, as part of the shelter, especially in the summer, I use an inner, and that's the DCF Trail Star inner from Mountain Laurel Designs. Yeah, like the last couple of camps, there's been loads of flies and midges, so I definitely wouldn't risk it. You know, even when it's windy, you know, sometimes the wind drops, and if you're going to get caught out with flies, it's just a nightmare. So in the summer, always an inner. Right, so the next bit of the big three is the third item, is the sleep system. So here we go. I've got a summer quilt, and it's from Enlightened Equipment, and it's a Enlightened Equipment Enigma. It's got a sewn in foot box. It's down, very light, very warm, really comfortable. I've really enjoyed using a quilt. I find a sleeping bag a bit restrictive. I can't quite get comfortable, but yeah, love that quilt. Next part of the sleep system, pillow. So that's a Seat Summit Aeros Premium pillow. Yeah, never had any bother with that. Not much to say about that. And then this is my summer pad, and I'm using a Thermarest Uberlight. I'm a bit reluctant to talk about that in much depth because they've got a bit of a reputation for failing, I think, and mine hasn't, and I don't want to jinx myself. Found it comfortable, definitely warm enough. Touch wood, it hasn't failed. And the final bit of the sleep system, I tend to carry this foam mat, and I put it under my sleeping pad really to stop the sleeping pad sliding around, and it adds a bit of protection to avoid puncturing the sleeping mat, but the main thing is to stop it sliding around. So I also put that down because it's not a frameless pack, so I tend to put it in the bag so it's against my spine, and that might add a little bit of comfort carrying the pack. So that's the third of the big three, and we'll put the combined weight up there for the sleep system. Next thing I think we'll go through is carried clothes. So I've got my insulated jacket, which is from Enlightened Equipment as well. That's a Torrid, full zip Torrid. Yeah, really comfortable, very warm, very light. I set fire to it a few weeks ago when I was cooking. Bit of a shame, but it doesn't really hamper its performance. I'll just try not to set fire to myself again. Then I've got a pair of spare socks. I always carry one pair of spare socks. They're darn tough socks. And then some clean, full length base layers, tops and bottoms. And the final carried bit of clothing is my waterproof. I don't bother with waterproof trousers in the summer because skin doesn't leak, my dad reckons, but yeah, always got a jacket on us. This is a Rab Downpour Eco, and to be honest, I don't like it very much. The zips are always catching, so I'll probably swap that out. So that's all the carried clothing, again combined weight up there. Next would be, this is my hygiene kit or wash kit. Okay, so when I get to camp, I like to have a bit of a wash and brush my teeth and whatnot. So all I've got in here is a packet of tissues, toothbrush, floss, deodorant, could argue that's not necessary, and a little travel toothpaste. Oh, and then some wipes. Although I picked the wrong ones up there. Femme Fresh. But I checked with my wife, she reckons that they're definitely okay to use on my face. So I have been. So that's the hygiene kit. Next, got a total weight up there, hygiene kit. Next we'll talk about the hydration. So I tend to always carry on the front straps, you've got like bottle pouches, so I carry a 1 litre bottle which I'll drink while I'm moving, and obviously fill it up at the last water source before camp. But yeah, nothing flash, just a reusable bottle. And then I tend to carry the Be-Free filter. It's a 1 litre one, so obviously fill that up again at the last water source before camp, so that's 2 litres. And then, just to be greedy, I tend to carry this, which is a 2 litre knock reservoir, and the good thing about this is the Be-Free filter will fit onto that reservoir as well. So that's the combined weight there of the hydration kit. Next thing, toilet kit. So it's in a kind of DCF bag, and in there I've got some alcohol hand wipe, the juice number 2, some more of those Femme Fresh, and I've got a nappy bag which we use at home to like empty the cat litter tray, so just to put my used paper in, and that can go in my rubbish bag. So that's the toilet kit. And then next we've got the cook system. So I tend to take one collapsible cup. It's not a seat summit one. Some go outdoors, does the job. Long handled titanium spoon. Carry the alcohol in a Speedster Stoves, I think it's a 100ml bottle. For one overnighter, that's more than enough. If I took my Trangia, then I've got a 250ml bottle that I would take, and again, that's more than enough really. And then if I'm by myself, it's a solo trip, I would use my warmer gear. It's like a Caldera stove, really lightweight, really great. Nothing can go wrong with it really. Love it. That's the combined weight of the cook system there. The only caveat to that is if in the summer I tend to be with other people, as you'll see most of my videos to be honest, and I quite like cooking and certainly the social aspect of it. So I tend to take a Trangia, and if I take a Trangia, that adds a kilo to the base weight of everything. Okay, so it's like if I'm carrying my Trangia, add on a kilo basically. And then the final bit, like I said, I tend to carry my electrics in the Atom Roo, and keep that in a DCF Velcro back. I think these are from Treadlight Gear, really good. So in here I keep a set of AirPods, some foam earbuds or silicone earbuds for sleeping in, just to drown out my dad's snoring, sleep mask, power bank, it's an Anker 20,000 amp power bank, spare battery for my GoPro, Nightcore NU25 head torch, a Nightcore Tiki mini torch. So it acts as a torch, or if you click it 3 times, actually acts as a tent light, and that's what I use it for. And for its size, it kicks off some serious light. And then I've got some various cables for like my iPhone, USB-C and USB cables, so I can charge everything. Pop all that back. So that's the electrics there, and that includes my iPhone 13 mini and my GoPro, because I'm carrying them, so I cannot leave them out, can I? And that's it. And so that full base weight is 5.9 kilos, which isn't too bad. I reckon I would get it a lot lighter. Well, not a lot lighter, but certainly a kilo lighter, with a few tweaks here and there. But to be honest, that's fine. I think that's really comfortable for me. So anyway, I hope you found that interesting, and I'll see you next time. If you've got any comments or any suggestions, or just leave us a comment, be much appreciated, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.